Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. I'm sure more people will hop on as we go, but we're just going to go ahead and get started. So first off, we always like to shout out Center for Rule of Affairs as they sponsor a majority of our trainings, and they're a great resource to those of you that are looking to be a homeowner or grow your business. And we actually have a special message from Anthony from their team. So hopefully you can hear it, but if not, just let me know.
Hello, my name is Anthony Garola, and I'm a loan specialist with the Center for Rural Affairs. As one of the many services we provide, I'm here to introduce you to our lending services. When a bank can't help with dreams of homeownership or growing a business, the Center for Rural Affairs can. We offer coaching and financing to help people become homeowners and to start or grow sustainable businesses. Please feel free to contact me or visit cfra.org for more information. Thank you.
All right, so thank you to Anthony for providing us with that short little message. And like he said, you can contact him directly or you can visit cfra.org to get more information about them. Next is our featured sponsor. So we'd like to thank Small Business Administration for being a part of Grow Nebraska. And our featured member is Nebraska Printworks, and they have actually been a member since 2014. So that's going on about 8 years. So we'd like to say thank you to them and thank you to them for being such a great Nebraska business. So this week's presenter is actually me, Zoe Terry, and Tonja Hahn, who I actually have next to me. So we're just gonna scooch over. We figured this would be easier than us being on separate laptops. So we're gonna slide over to our presentation. Let me check the chat to make sure there's nothing. Okay. So if you have any questions as we go, you can just pop them in the chat and we'll either answer as we go or we'll answer them at the end. So I'm gonna slide it over to Tonja.
All right. Well, hello, everyone. As Zoe said, I'm Tonja. Today, we're going to talk about Shipping 101. And so our first thing is, as Zoe said, if you have any questions, put them in the chat. We'll answer them at the end. And so just don't hesitate, ask away. And so as Zoe said, me and her are presenting today. So Zoe's name is actually Marie Terry, and then I'm Tonja Hahn, and we are employed by the Grow Nebraska Foundation. And so Zoe is our e-commerce and marketing specialist, and I'm the business development coordinator. And so today, our key topics are going to be providers, claims, shipping platforms, can you ship it, setting prices, and packing for success. And so I would like to go over the providers first. So first we have USPS, which is our United States Postal Service, Fedex. They have FedEx Express, FedEx Ground, and then UPS. And then in shipping, sometimes we have damaged packages or something goes missing. And so what if my package does go missing or is damaged after it leaves our possession? And so you can put in a claim, which is really helpful. And so I'm going to go over each claim process through each provider. United States Postal Service claim process is a little bit more hefty than most. So just for the damaged package on the USPS claim process, I would first suggest to get evidence of the damaged package. And so you get a call or an email or a chat saying that their package has been damaged. Zoe will kind of go over how to respond to that, but Zoe always does make sure to ask for photos because you need photo evidence to prove that the package was damaged. And so I always suggest 2 to 3 photos if you can. If you only can get one is better than none. And so to go file a claim, if you go to usps.com/help/claims, or if you just go to the help section on USPS and you'll see file a claim. And then check for your filing periods because USPS, most claims cannot be filed after 60 days, and then most can't be filed before 7 to 15 days. So that just depends on what package you sent. So priority, or if it was going international or to a military address. So just check those filing periods. That way you're able to file those claims within those certain amount of time periods. But you are only able to file a claim on priority mail packages, not first class. First class will have to go do a missing mail search, which I'll go over in the next slide. So after all that, after you've gotten evidence that it's damaged, you're going to go gather certain items that you need to file the claim, which is the tracking number, the ship date, the order date. If you insured the package, which is usually purchased through USPS, you're gonna need that amount that you assured it. You're gonna need the proof of the value. So I usually attach the invoice, the order receipt, and then if you can attach like how much the item does cost your business, you can also do that. But a couple that I listed is the sales receipt, a paid invoice, a statement of value, your online transaction. They just need to know that you're not asking for more money than what actually was the value of the item. And so once you have all that, you're ready to file that claim, and you'll just go follow their steps. It's super easy. You can review it, and then you can go back and just keep tracking the status of it. They do take a little bit longer to process claims, just depending on the season. So the missing mail search, so if you have a missing package, you're going to go to USPS.com under the help section, go to missing mail search. So the process is they want us to check for our tracking. And so usually when someone calls and is like, I haven't received my package, we go check the tracking. And if we see that it hasn't moved within about 3 to 5 business days, like we verify that, we see that means it's probably missing or it got damaged. And so note, once you do verify that, please check to see if there are like any delays in certain areas that may cause the package not to move. So for example, like if you were shipping something to Puerto Rico, you're probably going to have a delay due to that hurricane. And so it's probably going to be stopped. But USPS is usually pretty good about letting you know if there's delays via their website. So once you verify that it hasn't moved, you're going to complete a help request form. So this will notify your local USPS office so they can help you locate the package. If after 7 days, I would say 7 business days, and they still can't find the package, that's when you should submit the missing mail search form. And so what do you need for this missing mail search form? You're going to need your mailing address, your customer mailing address. What package did you use? Did you use just an envelope, a little padded pack? Did you pack it in a box? Pictures of the item. And so like if a seasoning or a popcorn went missing, we'd send them pictures of what it looks like so they know if they're trying to locate, your tracking number, and then descriptions of the content. So like, was it, stuffed with like peanuts or bubble bags, or did you bubble wrap it? This just helps them in the process to help you find that package. And so after that, we're going to move now to Fedex claim process, which is a little easier than USPS. So for damaged and missing packages, you're going to get evidence of the damaged package. Once again, I suggest 2 to 3 photos. If it's missing, obviously you don't have evidence of the missing product. So you would just kind of skip getting the photos. You're going to go to fedex.com under customer support. You're going to file your claim. So there's no specific filing periods because they will let you know if you should wait a few more days or if there's any delays in that area. Most times if I still see the delay and it's still not moving, I do end up filing that claim if I know there's not like an alert telling me there's a delay in the area, just because more likely than not, it just got lost in the shuffle of shipping. And so, so for damaged packages, you're going to need evidence of the damaged package, your tracking number, supporting documents. And so I always try to do the packing slip, the invoice, and the order receipt. And then for the missing, you won't need the photos, but you will need all these other items, the supporting documents and the tracking numbers. You always want to provide photo and document evidence with damaged packages for FedEx because they will not process your claim without those. And once again, if you go back, you can still keep track of the status. They're pretty quick about processing claims. And so that they just have a good claim process to let you know when, if they're looking at it, if it's processing, or if you're getting paid for it. So after all that, you're ready to file that claim through FedEx. And a note on FedEx, that's the same for any ground or express. So any FedEx package you ship out, the damage and missing package process is the same. And now we'll move on to UPS. So for their damage and missing package, for the damaged packages, once again, I suggest the 2 to 3 photos. You can go to ups.com under support and go to file the claim. And once again, there's no specific filing periods. They will let you know if there is a delay in the area. You're going to gather your tracking number, your supporting documents, and then always provide a photo and document evidence with damaged items through UPS. And then obviously for the missing package, you're not going to have a picture for that. So once you're done with that, gathering all that, you're ready to file the claim. So UPS and FedEx are pretty similar. But if you have any more additional questions or you want to learn something more specific, I know my contact information will be at the end of our PowerPoint presentation. And so you can email me, or if you just want to ask the question in the chat. So what shipping platforms can you use? And so for paid shipping platforms, Grow Nebraska uses Shipping Easy. And so this can connect through, we also use stamps.com, which can connect to the Shipping Easy. And so we automatically pay for our USPS packages like right then and there. But then you can connect FedEx, UPS, and they offer discounts. It's just a really easy platform to use. You see your orders coming through, and we use it with our Amazon, our eBay, and then just our regular website. And so if you're looking for something like that, that's what we would suggest. But other shipping platforms, there is ShipStation, which is very similar to Shipping Easy. You can use stamps.com, which we use partnered with our Shipping Easy. And then you have Shippo and Pirate Ship. These are the platforms we should suggest just because they offer like those discounts, so you can get the best rate for your shipping. Now, if you're just starting out and you need something readily available and free, here are some free shipping platforms, which is your United States Postal Service. So you can just go onto their website if you need to ship something through them and use it that way. Obviously, you're going to have to pay for like the label and everything, but that's just an easy platform. You can do the same thing through FedEx and UPS. And so I'm going to pass it back over to Zoe so she can go over her.
Okay, it's my turn. Like Tonja said, I was gonna try and touch base on how you respond to customers that are either they didn't get their package or it was damaged. So I handle a lot of those. And I just try to work with the customer really, because sometimes they're not the happiest, if their package shows up in a bad shape, they're not expecting it to show up like that. And keep in mind, like, obviously you don't know how it's handled once it leaves your building. So I kind of just let the customers know about that too, because, it could have been tossed or fallen off a stack. So I just work with them and I either offer them a replacement item or a refund, kind of whatever works for your business. I guess if you can't do a replacement, then try to do a refund. But again, it's different for everyone. And we try to offer them a discount code for their future purpose. So yeah, I would just be nice because sometimes people do get really upset. But now I'm going to start on my side of things. So this is kind of getting into the packing material, box stuff and all that stuff. Keep saying stuff. Can you ship it? So these are some questions you need to ask yourself before you even start the whole shipping process. So first ask yourself, are your items perishable? Are they food? Are they not? Are they clothes? If they are food, then you kind of have to take that into consideration with maybe you need dry ice, which is the next question. Does your item require dry ice? And that plays into your shipping costs too, because dry ice is a hazardous material and it's also heavy. So that's another question you should ask yourself. And then are your items long or wide? This is based off your box size. You know, we have by Nebraska, we have these large solar flowers. So we had to find boxes that would fit those in. And we ship gallon Dorothy's and we have to find a box that works best for those. So just measure your things, make sure there's enough room in the box for padding and of course to fit the item itself. And that also plays into, are your items heavy? If they're heavy, you know, you kind of have to look at shipping providers. Our heavier packages, we usually do FedEx because USPS, it's usually more expensive if they're heavy, you know, like 20 pounds. So just really look at your items to figure out your boxes, to figure out your weights and stuff like that. And the next one is pricing time. So, of course, you're going to need a tape measure to measure those boxes. And with FedEx, they don't really like the 1/4 inches or the 1/2 inches. They like it to be, you know, 12 by 11, no 12.25 by 11.25. So just keep that in mind. USPS, they're not too picky on that. But again, it's better to kind of overshoot the measurements rather than undershoot because it does go through a little laser detector. And if it's off, then that may cause some additional charges. And then, of course, you're going to want a good scale. At Grow Nebraska, we have a digital scale as well as some of those old looking ones. I don't know really what they're called, but we recommend the digital scale because that tells you exactly how many ounces it is, how many pounds it is. And it's very important to have an accurate weight because that also could lead to additional charges if you're off on your weight. And then, as you know, length times width times height is how you measure a box. Pretty self-explanatory. And then also with pricing, you have to take in consideration, like what I said earlier, is it going to have hazardous material? Do you need to use dry ice? Like, will it go on a plane? Because that definitely plays into your pricing at the end of the day. And then will you need to overnight or express? This is kind of based on if you give that option to customers. So overnighting is just getting it there by overnight. And I believe that may have to be on a plane. Not 100% sure. But that also increases shipping if you're going to be overnighting it because it definitely shoots up. And then with FedEx, there's fuel surcharges and additional fees when doing certain FedEx packages. Slideshow's getting a little slow. Okay, and the next slide is how to set up pricing. So at Grow Nebraska, we do a lot of shipping included, and then on some others, we kind of base the shipping cost off the weight. So you could consider doing shipping included. This means that you would add your shipping price into the retail price. So like a bunch of our Dorothy lunch packs have shipping included, and customers can do the math to kind of see how much they actually are paying for shipping. So make sure you keep that in mind. If not shipping included, you can have the customers pay shipping at the end of checkout. With us, this is based mostly off weight and kind of where they're at. And in some states, pricing has went up. So really, it's kind of a trial and error type thing. If this shipping cost is too low, then you raise it. If it's too high, then you lower it. And yeah, or you can do free shipping, which of course, is it really free? You have to take that into consideration because you have to be, you know, making your margin on shipping to not sink your boat. So yeah, on this, I would do whatever works best for your business. And of course, you can try each one. You could try shipping included. And if that's not really working with your products, then you can go ahead and try the weight base. So yeah. And next is the packaging. So after you have all of those questions sorted out, landed the plane on what boxes you're kind of looking for, then you'll need to find where to get the boxes. So we utilize a lot of FedEx and USPS program because they have padded packs envelopes that are free actually, and we use those a lot. They have flat rate boxes, they have regional rate A boxes, regional rate B. FedEx also has some padded packs themselves as well as boxes. And if you don't have that, then you can use recycled boxes. We use a lot of recycled boxes as we're getting product in. We look at the box, make sure it's in good shape, you know, there's no tears, it doesn't look all crazy. Of course, if it has soap in it, I wouldn't recommend using it just because it's gonna leave that kind of soapy scent in it. So just make sure the box looks good enough for the customer. Another option you can do is customize boxes for advertisement. We do have gift boxes at Grow Nebraska that just say you're a small business champion, has our Grow Nebraska logo on, and these are super nice for advertisement because as it's traveling through, transit and stuff, people are seeing your logo, and when it gets delivered to the customer, they see your logo, and it kind of makes them excited, like, oh, my package from Grow Nebraska is here. So customized boxes are super fun, but of course they may cost a little more because they are customized. But of course you could always consider it. And next is time to pad those items. So there's like a gazillion ways you could pad your products. These are just a few examples of what we use at Grow Nebraska. So of course you have your big bubble roll. There's shred, there's bubble bags, there's packing peanuts, there's the pillows. The air pillows, I do question a little bit because they do pop kind of easily. And if the product is dropped, and it lands on the pillow, it might pop it. And then the rest of the shipping it's gonna be popped. So those are, I'm a little hesitant on, but of course you still can use them. They still do work. There's also brown tissue that you can use. We wrap our gift boxes in tissue and then we also add shred. And with packing it, we always try to make it look like a gift because once they're opening it, they're like, oh, this is kind of like a little present. We just like to leave it nice and neat and looking good. So they're surprised when they open it. And the shred's super fun. And with packing, our little technique here at Grow Nebraska is we shake the box because if you can hear stuff moving in there, it needs more padding because if you can hear it shaking, then it's going to be shaking the whole way while it's in transit. And I kind of think of it as like an ice cream sandwich. So first you put a layer of padding, then put your product, and then put another layer of padding, and then put your promotional items, and then seal it up and give it that shake test, and you're good to go. So yeah, I highly recommend the shake proof test. I learned it when I first started at Grow Nebraska, and it's helped me a lot. So these are some examples of our packaging here at Grow Nebraska. Of course, you guys probably aren't shipping gallon Dorothy's. Your products are probably a little different. So this is based on what products you're shipping. It's different for each item. So for our example, I did do our gallon Dorothy's since they're pretty big and they weigh a lot. So as you can see, we tape the lid to ensure that if it was to pop off, the tape is there. And we go around that sucker quite a bit. And then we wrap our Dorothy Lynch gallons like a little baby in bubble wrap and tape it. And sometimes we double bubble those because, they're ginormous. So they're easy to break open. Another example is our tourism mug. So these are ceramic. So first what we do on these is we wrap the handle with bubble wrap as well as stuffed bubble wrap inside the cup, just giving that extra padding. And then we also have our fun little bubble bags that are super useful, and we slide it into there and seal it up. And then of course we use like our shred, our peanuts, whatever we think will be best to pad that product we use. And then of course the shake proof test is key. We have some more examples. So we have our glass jelly. With these, we just wrap them in a bubble, and sometimes if there's multiple, we'll put it in a bubble bag because they can like clink together. The bubble wrap kind of is thinner on one side once you wrap it. So yeah, it really is whatever product you're shipping, kind of based on how you're going to package it. And as you can see on the photo below the jelly, we usually put our promotional items kind of on top because most likely people are going to use a box cutter or some sharp tool to open their thing. And this is why I recommend usually putting a layer of bubble on top, because some people have cut their products open before. So I highly recommend to pad the top and make sure the product's not showing through the padding at all, because they could cut it open. And like I said, you can see here we have 4 in there, making sure that they're all padded. So if they do hit each other, they're not going to break open from each other. Oh, and on that last little photo below the pack, you can see we push the lid down to make sure it's not pushing too hard on top of the product, Because if the boxes happen to get set upside down or they set another box on top, it could potentially crush whatever's in the box below. So just make sure you have enough room, but not enough room to where it's going to shake around in there. Next is promotional items. These are key when you are shipping your orders because, you know, people are going to take these out of the box and look at them. So I put a few of our examples, and of course, it's different for each business and kind of what services you have. So first, we have our History Nebraska little pamphlet thing, and this just kind of gives some insight into History Nebraska. And we usually put these with our signs. And then we have our gift box. So this is a service that Grow Nebraska does. We do gift boxes every holiday season all throughout the year. So we include this. So when people open their package, they're going to look and they're going to say, oh, they do customizable gift boxes. I didn't know that. And then they may reach out to us wanting a customized gift box. So it's super good to kind of promote your business and let your shoppers know what you provide and what you can do for them. And then above that little gift box insert, we have our little thing of chocolates. We usually change our gifts up. Sometimes we do our baker's chocolates. Sometimes we do like a microwave bag of popcorn. This is just a nice little treat for your customer, and it will be sure to give them a smile. Of course, you don't have to do this with every package, and it's really based on your business and your budget. So just having at least like a cute little note in there. Sometimes we do handwritten notes, and we allow customers to offer to put a gift message in there if they're shipping it to someone. So we recommend providing that to your customer because it makes it kind of fun and it's like a little gift. And then the last one, for example, is our discount card. So as you can see up top, we offer a 10% discount. So this may entice your shopper to go and make another purchase. And we also include some fun photos of our members just to show like the people behind the scenes, behind the products. And we also include the little square here that says this product was carefully packaged by. And then if I shipped it, I'll put Zoe. If Tonja did it, she'll put Tonja. And this just kind of makes it fun for the customer, like, oh, Zoe packaged my order. Like, I don't know, it's just a fun little thing. And also, if there is a problem with their package, you know, they could supply us with who packaged it. So it's kind of nice to have that little detail in there. And then on the back of our discount card, we actually list 5 ways that our customers can support us without spending money. And I think this is kind of fun because, you know, they don't have to spend money, but they can still support us. And there's obviously multiple ways to support. So yeah. Okay, I kind of glitched right there. Okay, so we're gonna slide back out so you can see both of us to do our little overview and answer some questions. So of course we covered the shipping providers, how to file for a claim, the different shipping platforms you can use. There's so many. How can you ship it, setting prices, and packing for success. So question time, so ask away. Sorry, I kind of mumbled on some of my words, but let's see if there's any questions. And if you come up with one after the training, you always can reach out to us. Well, Tonja, I don't see any yet.
All right, I'd say since we're not seeing any, we'll just kind of close her out.
Yeah, so I'm gonna slide over to my other little slideshow to do some after announcements for upcoming trainings. So first off, thank you to everyone that joined live today, and thank you to anyone that's watching this recording. We missed you live, but we're glad you're watching the recording. If you have any questions, you can contact me at zoe@grownebraska.org, and Tonja's is the same, except it's Tonja@grownebraska.org. So if you have any questions about filing for a claim, how to deal with returns or anything like that, you can reach out to Tonja or and I can direct you to Tonja. Or if you just have any general questions or need assistance with anything, please reach out to either of us. So we have some fun upcoming trainings. Our next one is October 20th. and this will cover, are you using Google to the fullest potential? And stay on the lookout for our other October Grow Nebraska trainings, as the next one will be posted super soon. And then we have our Grow with Google series. This one is coming up super quick. It's October 5th, and Dave and Sixia will cover how to use YouTube to grow your business. It is available in Spanish from 6 to 7, and the English one is from 12 to 1. So we highly recommend you to go and sign up and get registered, and you will also get the recording after if you're not available to attend live. Next, we have our Marketing Monday tips. Don't miss out on our Marketing Monday tips. Every first Monday, we're live on Facebook, and every last Monday, we're live on Instagram. And the live begins at noon. It's a quick live. It's only 10 to 15 minutes. So if you have time to take out of your day, come tune in with us. If you're a Grow Nebraska member, you have a chance of winning a free coaching session. Or if you're not a member, you have a chance of winning a t-shirt. So super fun. And then we have our Verizon Small Business Digital Ready. This is a $10,000 grant opportunity now available from Verizon. To be eligible to apply, users must complete any combination of 2 courses, coaching events, and community events before November 14th. And I will be providing this link within my training email where I send the recording out. So we highly recommend you guys to register, because I actually have done a few myself, and I kind of work with our social media, and it will ask you questions at the beginning kind of what you work on. And then at the end, once you finish those questions, it will provide you with a ton of courses that you can take. And they have one-on-one coaching and community events. So just get 2 courses done before November 14th, and you'll be entered to get a $10,000 grant. So I think that's it. So thank you all for joining us, and we hope you have a great rest of your week.